So let's talk about, in my opinion, the best class to start in Baldur's Gate 3. Your first playthrough is going to be the most important playthrough, and it would be best to pick a class that has many options available to it, and a lot of variety. To me, that would be the Bard class. I know you had a feeling I was going to say that, right? So why the Bard? The Bard is by far the most versatile class in Baldur's Gate 3. You're good with CC, you have amazing damage potential, the dialogue options are by far the best of any class in the game. Proficiency dialogue options are great to be able to explore more dialogue options or better talk your way out of bad situation. Do keep in mind, most of the information is based off of early access, but there's a strong indication that it'll carry over to the full release of the game. The good thing is that the full release of Baldur's Gate 3, you will have the freedom to be able to choose where to place your ability scores freely. So, you'll be able to make that half-orc bard of your dreams. The option to play any race and class does open up a lot of variety, especially for the bard. I assume there will be a lot of hilarious dialogue options with the combinations people come up with. So let's take a look into what the Bard class has to offer to see why I believe it'll be the best class for your first playthrough. The best quality of a Bard is his options and his versatility. Yes, I know other classes can excel in this area as well, but hear me out. The Bard is a master of debuffing enemies while doing damage at the same time. This is really good for complex battles and situations that start to get a little hairy. Not only are they great in that regard, but they also amazing at buffing the party. The Bard is the best class in Baldur's Gate 3 at doing this. For example, the class features that are built into them to buff the party through songs, and they get access to debuffs at earlier levels than most classes do. There are literally the jack of all trades when it comes to classes. Speaking of, the ability Jack of all trades allows the Bard to add half of their proficiency bonus, rounded down, to ability checks that they are not proficient in. Though most of their potential is in buffs and debuffs, they do a fair bit of damage with debuffs like Dissonant Whispers and Vicious Mockery. Not quite on the par of Sorcs or Wizards, but they can be devastating in their own right. So if you want, you can focus on damage while debuffing passively. Now let's talk about the role-playing aspect, which I believe the Bard has far greater potential than any other class in the game. So what makes me say that, you ask? The insane amount of proficiency bonuses that the Bard gets. This makes him the best at dialogue options and passing ability checks and saving throws to be able to uncover all the awesome little mysteries in Baldur's Gate 3. And to be honest, that right there alone would be enough to make them the best class for your first playthrough. That way, you have the best chance to explore the most of what Baldur's Gate 3 has to offer in that first playthrough. Then if you missed anything, you can tailor your subsequent playthroughs for the avenues that you might not have explored, or you can pick other options that you didn't before. So why is the Bard so good at this? Well, I already mentioned the Jack of all trades class feature. Also, they get expertise, which allows you to take 2 of your proficiencies and double them. So not only are you going to have high proficiency and charisma skills, since charisma is what your main modifier scales off of, you can double the skill proficiencies that you get from them as well. On top of that, you get another 2 skills at level 10. Another cool feature that I want to talk about real quick is the Bard's performance skill in Baldur's Gate 3. They start off with an instrument and can put on a performance that can gather small crowds around them. This could really help with maybe sneaking somebody into an area or other ways you can be creative. If you're looking for a complete overview of what the Bard has to offer in Baldur's Gate 3, then I recommend checking out the video that Mortismal did. I'll have that linked in the description. Well, that'll be it for me. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you believe I earned it, leave a like and comment on what you're looking forward to most in Baldur's Gate 3. Thank you a bunch for choosing to watch this video. Until next time, may your path always be lit, and may you find haven in the warmth of the tavern's fire.